Hello and welcome to Linear Equations Review number 3. In this video we're going to look at how to graph things that are lines. So first of all we're going to look here at graphing the equation 5x plus 3y equals 30. There are two ways that we can graph that we use most of the time. One way is by using slope-intercept form. The other way is by using the x and y intercepts. In this problem, when it's in standard form, ax plus by equals c, and looking at the numbers, it looks like it's going to work out pretty nicely. I'm going to choose to graph this one by using my x-intercept and y-intercept. So first, I'm going to try to figure out what is the x-intercept and y-intercept. Remember, the y-intercept is the place when x is 0, what is y? The x-intercept is the point when y is 0 to find what is x at that place. So if I plug in 0 here for x, that'd be 5 times 0 plus 3y equals 30. This is just 0. So we have 3y equals 30, so y equals 10. So the point when x is 0, y is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the fast way to do that, what I often do is just say, if x is 0, then this is just gone. Because that's just 0. So that's gone. 3y equals 30. So what's y? Divide 10. There we go. To find what the x-intercept is, we're going to let y be 0 and see what if I plug in 0 here. Then 5x plus 3 times 0 equals 30. So this is 0. We have 5x equals 30. So x must be 6. And again, if I just cover this up, then I think, if that's 0, that's gone. 5x equals 30, divide by 5, x is 6. So when y is 0, x is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 2 points. Oops, I can't draw very well. But there's 2 points, and that's enough to make a line. So I think that's the easiest way to do this. Okay, how about this one? This one, I'm actually going to try to put into slope-intercept form, which means I need y by itself. So let's write it like this. 6y equals 10x. And now if I divide by 6, y equals 10 sixths x. And I could actually reduce that to be 5 thirds x. So that means that it's 5 thirds x plus 0. So we're starting at 0, 0. And then I'm going to have a slope of 5 thirds. So I'm going up 5 and over 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 3. There's 2 points. That's enough for me to draw a line. 5 thirds x plus 0. The m is 5 thirds. The b is 0. Okay. X and y intercepts. I think this was actually supposed to be 12x in the problem. Okay, so again, here we have x and y. What is the other one when the first one is 0? If I let x be 0, then I've got negative 5y equals 8. So if I divide, negative 8 fifths. So when x is 0, y is negative 8 fifths. When y is 0, this is all zeros, so 12x equals 8. So I could divide by 12. And I get 8 twelfths, which actually simplifies to be 2 thirds. So the x-intercept is the point 2 thirds 0. The y-intercept is the point 0, negative 8 fifths. This one does not have a variable on this. I remember this specifically. So I just need to get x by itself here. I have this. That will be a line that goes straight up and down at negative 2. So the x-intercept is negative 2, and the y-intercept, there is none. The x-intercept is negative 2, 0. That's this point right here. And there is no y-intercept. So you could say this is the x-intercept. And the y-intercept does not exist because it will never cross the y-axis. Does the point 85 satisfy this equation? What that means is if I graph this line, would this point be on it? In other words, if x is 8 and y is 5, do those equal 72? This is 16, this is 20. Does 16 plus 20 equal 72? No, 36 does not equal 72, so 8, 5 is not a solution. Okay? Then this one says, find k, the sum value of k, so that this actually does satisfy this. So figure out what k needs to be so that this point would be on the line. So again, we've got 5 times 3 plus, or minus 3 times, if we let y be 9, here's my y, and we've got a k in here, I need this to all equal 24. This part is 15 minus 27k. So I need to figure out what is k so that this would work. So what if I subtract 15s? That's 9. And if I divide, that is 9 27ths, which reduces to be 1/3. That's negative. Okay, so that's how to do the problem here with k. Got a couple graphs over here. This one is almost in slope-intercept form, so I'm going to change it, just divide by 4, to put it in slope-intercept form. That gives me 5/4, and I want to keep that a fraction instead of making that a decimal. And I have to divide it here too, plus 2. That means my m is 5/4, my b is 2. I'm going to start here at 2 and go up 5/4. So I can graph that one. This one's asking, what about the line that goes through this point, negative 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and has a slope of 0. If it's 0, it's going to be a straight horizontal line. If it was undefined, it would be vertical. But this one is going to look like this. And if it asked me for the equation of that, we would be saying that, oh, that's a terrible line. We would be saying that, well, the height is always 7, but the x could go all the way up and all the way down. So my equation of the line is y equals 7. Although this problem just asked me for the graph. Y, or x equals negative y. This looks like it's almost slope-intercept form. Let's put it in slope-intercept form. Negative y equals x, and I want positive y, so what if I multiply everything by negative 1? Then y equals negative x. Now the slope there, the number in front that we're not writing is negative 1, so really this is the same as negative 1x, and we're not adding anything after it, so really it's the same as negative 1x plus 0. I'll start at 0, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. There's my line. And this one, we're looking for the line that goes through this point, 5, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, and is perpendicular to this line. So I need to draw this line on there first. Okay, how do I do that? Oops, this is supposed to be plus. This looks like it would be best to use the intercepts. So let's do that. X and y intercepts. When x is 0, y is 2. And when y is 0, x is 4. So I know that gives me the point 0, 2 and 4, 0. So here's this line that's doing this. And this line has a slope of down 2 over 4. So my red line has a slope of negative 2/4, which is negative 1/2. Now I know that perpendicular lines have a negative sign or opposite sign reciprocal slope. So my line in green is going to go like this, and it's going to go through this point, and it's perpendicular to the red line. The slope that I need is the opposite sign reciprocal to negative 1/2, which is positive 2. So I need from here to go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, which also means down 2 left 1, down 2 left 1. So my green line is going to look like this, if I drew it well, which I didn't. And it should be perpendicular to the red line and go through this point. I didn't really draw it very well. That's a little bit better. So, hope you enjoyed Linear Equations Review number 3.